this is a good question to ask the Reva Club. They will tell you that. But if you look naturally, basically, number of moving parts are far less, right? Areas that you are really working with solid state. So for example, look at the electric motor. You have a fan in your house, it's an electric motor AC. How many times does it fail in its lifespan? Hardly, right? Same. Right? If it's optimized, it will not. You have solid state stuff everywhere, controller is solid state, BMS is solid state. Solid state electronics today has matured to a level which is great. So if you look at all the components that make up the electric vehicle, right, these are areas where the failure rates are extremely low. I mean, they're less than 1 part per million kind of stuff. So this is the area. Now if you look at things which are common, steering system, hydraulic system, brake system, suspension, etc., are similar to the cars you have today, right? And again, if you look at these 4 systems in any car you drive today, how many times do you have a problem with your steering or your systems? So the maturity level has grown so high, and fortunately the new technologies are all solid state electronics, IoT, and stuff that has been worked in other areas for a long time, but being brought into vehicles as of now. So by nature, they are far more efficient. However, as in all cases, process in manufacturing is to the highest levels like it is in any other thing that you manufacture. Thank you.
We see that there are a lot of millions of vehicles already in countries around the world. So is it possible to convert an existing vehicle to an electric car instead of actually?
Yes, it is. We have done it. So if you see the Mahindra e-Verito, the Verito, you know the Verito car which was used mainly for taxis. Now Mahindras have launched the Mahindra e-Verito. We've converted it to electric. The Verito is fully electric now, converted by Reva years ago. Mahindra's 4 or 5 models, which are electric, are present models converted. So yes, it can be retrofitted or it can be converted. That means you can take a new vehicle, don't have the engine in it, and put in a kit which is in electric mobility. As I mentioned, the opportunity that it presents itself to all sectors of society is very high. Very high opportunities in supply chain, very high opportunity in new jobs, whether it's technology, whether it's new technology in terms of electric vehicles, and it gives a new area of service industry in terms of infrastructure and everything. So we have a huge opening in front of us, which I think we should collectively work to make it happen.
So what are the potential in our state, especially because of AP as a, it is a sunrise state. So what are the opportunities of
I think that not only, so in my opinion, they should take the lead and be the first movers in this business and see what best they can utilize the available technologies that are available to crank up what they are doing today. I think the opportunity is very large over here, especially even in your city of Visakhapatnam. Maybe Visakhapatnam could be the forerunner. You know, it's one of the projected smart cities, and part of EV and future of mobility is part of being smart. So maybe this is a great opportunity for them to look at what they can do in Visakhapatnam with EV technology.
So what's your contribution for your side to particularly this electronic?
Well, we'll be interested to partner and contribute in any way we can, keeping in mind what we can do. We are looking at maybe swapping infrastructure stations, giving free transportation options to the state, helping in setting up what they want should be the future, and being prepared for the future. Maybe that may not happen tomorrow, but what's going to happen from 5 years, get ready for it today. I think we have a number of areas that we can talk and synergize.
Comparatively, in our India, compared to other countries, what type of supporting, particularly in this electronic mobility and everything?
I think the maximum support so far has been given in China, both in terms of infrastructure and various subsidies by the government. But most countries in Europe have started doing that, as I mentioned. And India has also started doing that. So India is actually one of the leaders in wanting to push for this electric vehicle technology, and that's why you see the momentum. In fact, if you had gone to the auto show last week, you would have seen how much of work is being done on electric vehicles across the OEMs and other sectors in the country.
How do you find the impact of budget in promoting?
Address anything to do with taxes and others. After GST, on a financial basis, there's nothing. But the government had already mentioned it much earlier, whether it's its FAME policy, whether it's pushing for electric vehicles, and each state has given now. This is what each government is beginning to do. So I think overall, there is an environment to get set for the future of mobility. It's up to all of us to work together and make it happen.
Is an entrepreneur what
Policy of
Director in Sada Metals and Alloys Limited.
the source of power may change.
Say something about this project.
So the session was primarily kept because we feel that there is a huge opportunity in the electric mobility, electric
The
vehicles.
motor will be there.
Mr. Sandeep Maini, one of the promoters of the Reva car, they did it a long time back when the world was not talking about it. They did it all indigenously. And what we feel is that India has an opportunity to take lead in this particular sector.
It is always
The government, central government has taken a target of 2030. Whether it is realistic, it is not realistic,
so you are able to
we don't know. But the point is that if we have taken certain targets,
But if
we'll
you say,
definitely
what is
reach
the
somewhere.
disadvantage of this, of something
If you
in
don't
the
take any
future?
target,
You don't know
the progress will definitely be
what's the
slower.
advantage of this.
Going forward, the need is to move to electric mobility.
So that is what we
And I
look
think
at.
there is a tremendous opportunity going forward in this sector, not just for India, but I think globally. The automobile industry is going to be going through a huge overhaul in terms of the components, the way the automobile is made, the entire ecosystem.
That does not.
And particularly for
Then
India,
new
where we have to
technology
create so many
Then you will
jobs, I
start talking
think this is going to be the next
And
big
today, what you
area
talk about
where
the
jobs
risk.
will be created.
Anything new you do, most important
Thank you.
is
Thank you.